What's up, folks? Welcome back to Beard Bytes, episode 28. We apologize if it's a little late. We've been
That
busy.
was a good one.
Okay, thank you. I appreciate it.
Life has been beating the poop out of us, bro.
Yeah, but that's what it is. We get back up and we try again. Only to
It's
cry.
like it's that Arkham Asylum clip of the you want some of this? That's literally
It's that ending fight between Joker and Batman where he's just like beating the shit out of Joker and he doesn't go down unless you like finish him like in the special way. Wink wink.
Yeah.
But we have a good show for you guys today. We're going to talk a bit about Battlefield 6 because we both played it. Skongs is real, and Sony
Oh,
is
what the heck is Kongs, bro? Silksong, bro.
Skong. It's called Skong. But yeah, we got a fun show for you guys, so let's get to it. Let me make sure I write this down here. But yeah, how was your week, Ahmed? What'd you do?
Man. Got dunked on by work, so now I'm just here. Doing a 1,000-yard stare at the wall. But I did finish Death Stranding 2.
Okay. And
yeah.
Immediate thoughts after finishing it?
I really like it. I was debating if I should what should I say, because I think if I were to say anything, it might like sprinkle like your opinion or anybody else's opinion on the game, because there is, I don't know, like it was really good, and then there was parts in the story where I was like, I don't know if just Kojima is having trouble with like connecting different pieces together. Like there's like more spectacle than like, I guess,
than
substance.
Like story. Really? Okay.
Well, no. So that's the thing. It's hard to articulate it because oh man, I'm debating how much to say. Like in terms of like from an opinion, because I'm not gonna talk about details, but I'm trying to not get into it as much.
Okay.
So like there are parts, like something happens where you're like, oh dang, this happens, and then you see it, you see the story play out, and the assumption is like, okay, this happens, but then they re-reference it later. They're like, oh my god, this actually happened, and but that it comes off as like a twist. But it's weird because like the game like brushes over something, but then like readdresses it later.
Okay.
And I think the assumption is that like, oh, the player is supposed to kind of fill in the gap, but then like they do it incorrectly. I'm being super vague.
No, I mean, yeah, okay. No, I get why you're being vague. Like, it makes sense. Okay.
But I will say, this was the only game, or I think the only thing that like I don't want to say cried, but I shed a tear from happiness.
So it's really? Okay.
Yeah.
Do you think it's better than the first one?
Dude, okay. As a game, it's much better, but from like the Death Stranding experience, I think the first game is better.
Interesting.
Like,
okay.
I think,
okay.
Like, so I think I see what Kojima, what happened when he was like, oh, the game's too fun. Make it not fun. A part of it is the game gives you so many options, and it gets really easy to the point where like I had to crank up the difficulty.
Yeah, I remember you were saying like you have to make it harder to make it more of a challenge.
Yeah, because like, and a lot of the time I was just driving, so which I mean I don't mind. But like I was watching the skill up video, and he was like, yo, comparing the two games, like the first game was like a traversal puzzle, where this game is like more of a sandbox, in the same way that MGS5 was like, hey, do whatever you want to achieve the objective. And that's like the approach here with this game. So
okay.
The first, so it's not like there's still all the like quirkiness of the game, but it's not, I think the emotional feeling of the first game, I guess, is not entirely there.
Yeah.
So I don't know how to explain it, because the first game was like, yeah, dude, like, because at the first game was like Sam was a little bit like he doesn't really talk, but then in this game he talks a bit more.
Okay.
And you felt more like Sam, where you're like, dude, because the first game was like Sam saying, oh, I don't care, I'm gonna be recluse, I don't care about being social.
Right.
And then like as you slowly play the game, you start connecting more people. You're like, okay, fine, I am gonna be more social now. And like I think that's the impression of like the journey that the player gets. He's like, why do I have to walk to carry this garbage and these packages?
Yeah.
And then slowly you start feel more like Sam. Whereas this game, you don't exactly feel like Sam the whole bunch. I don't know. Like that narrative. I don't know how to explain it.
No, I mean that makes sense. Yeah, like you've already like lived the shoes of Sam in the first game, and now it's not doing it as much. It's telling a different kind of story, right?
Yeah. It's still a great thing. It's still a great game. It's like it's hard to compare it directly to the first one. I'll be honest.
Okay.
But, I mean, it was a great game, so I recommend. If you play, I would recommend playing it because it's a different style of game. But you have to play the first one. Honestly, you can't really jump in. You can't read. you can't YouTube a video. You have to play it. You know. So yeah.
Okay. Nice. Okay. So out of 10, what would you give it? Or I guess you don't want to say. You were saying, right? Because it'll influence.
Out of 10, I don't know, man. It's an interesting thing. I feel like like an 8.5, maybe.
8.5. Interesting. Okay.
Like,
the first one.
I don't know. It's all subjective, right? It's like when you've played the game and all that other stuff, right? It's you can't. It's hard to pin a number down, but like if it's just vibes, I don't know, right? I think maybe like if I marinate more on it, I'll be like it's a 9, right? Again, but it's like I would say it's a recommend to play.
Okay, nice. I will definitely give it a shot when it comes on PC, or maybe PS5 Pro. We'll see.
Don't even start, man. I have a lot to say.
All right.
On that specifically.
Well, we'll get there. What else? Anything else with your week?
Just that's it, man. Just yeah.
Okay.
Not much for me, man. What about you?
Nice. Yeah. I mean, I had a bit of a couple of 2 weeks. We jumped on the Battlefield 6 beta together. Ahmed and I and a couple of our friends played some Civ 7 together. No changes on Civ 7. We're still going through it, enjoying it as a group. Got back into Balatro, but was I ever really out? Probably not. Been playing a lot of Tears of the Kingdom recently. Enjoying it a lot, and just how much they reward. Just like, oh, if I want to go places and explore, I can. You know, like just the idea that like, oh, I found this thing and like I didn't have to go here, but I did because I felt like it, and now I have this like benefit, or now I know like, you know, all these other parts of the world, and so it's just like a very fun, well-crafted game in my opinion. But the main thing that I was wanting, I also jumped back into Horizon Forbidden West. The main reason being is that I was like, hey, like I'm looking for a new game. I just beat Claire Obscure, and what else did I just beat? I beat something else. Do you remember what I was playing? Let me see. Hold on. Let me go look at my recent.
You playing?
I was playing.
Did you play Helldivers?
I played Helldivers like for a minute, but I kind of like.
You just booted up and left.
I played it for a second. I was like, oh yeah, this feels good. I do want to play with friends though, so I kind of just waited a bit. But the games. Oh, okay. I played. So I played Claire Obscure, and then I was like kind of just jumping around between games, waiting for something else. And I played the Battlefield 6 beta, and the Battlefield 6 beta finished, and I was like, okay, I need something else like to tide me over. What do I have, like, or what should I buy? And then I was like, let me look at games that I want to purchase. And I realized there's no real like big games that I want to purchase right now to play. Instead, what I decided to do was go back through my library and see like games that either like I played a bit and didn't like finish or whatever. So I re-downloaded Hollow Knight. Haven't touched that yet, but I've been replaying Horizon Forbidden West just to give it like more time in the oven and see like maybe my initial feelings of the game were just too rushed or whatever the case is. So started that over. I'll give more updates the more I get into it. But as of now, I'm enjoying it. I think the game feels really good on mouse and keyboard simply because you have like a bow and arrow, and accuracy is like a really big thing with this game. I can't imagine playing with this controller. Oh my god, like I would go nuts. But other than that, we both played the Battlefield 6 beta. What were your immediate thoughts on that? Did you like it, dislike it? We played both weekends a bit, so.
Battlefield 6, I was a fan. I think initially, the first beta, I hated it. I like Conquest. So, okay, Battlefield is known for like one game mode specifically, which is Conquest, because that's where all the tanks and helicopters and jets and all of the Battlefield orchestra is, right?
Yeah, and for anybody who hasn't played Battlefield, Conquest is like hold the zones across the large.
So there's like A through F, like points that you hold and you capture, and it's like large scale usually, right? So that's where you see like the 64 v 64, or is it 30? I think 32 v 32.
I think it's 32 this time.
Yeah. So that's the main mode usually that Battlefield is known for. Over the years, they've come up with other game modes. There's a smaller version of that called Breakthrough, which played really well on Battlefield 2042, and that's what I like was accustomed to. But these maps are a lot more. There are a lot more buildings and a lot more condensed, I guess, compared to the previous Battlefields. More like compared to 2042, 5 and 1. But if you compare it to like Battlefield 3, Battlefield 2, Battlefield 4, it's more on lines of that, right? So that like this newer game mode didn't fit exactly in place. Initially I tried that and I was like, man, this is way too cramped for this style of game. But when I tried it the next beta weekend, like the last on the beta 2, that one felt a lot better because they reintroduced like an older mode called Rush, where it's like you have like a terminal and you have to like plant a bomb, and it's a smaller like 12v12 or 6v6 mode, and that felt a lot nicer. And I was like, okay, this reminds me of like Bad Company 2. And I was a fan, honestly. I like it. I think it's been a while since I played a Battlefield game, so it's like it feels fresh in that aspect. So
it's interesting because like the game itself is like really like it feels really good to play, in my opinion. There are some tweaks. Obviously it's a beta, like the vehicles feel like dog water, those need to get fixed, but like besides that, like I think generally speaking, the game
respectfully. The Jet's always been like that.
Maybe it's just me then, because
he's upset because he got into a Jet and just straight up like I spawned in and I see he's like, yo, I'm gonna go get the Jet, bro. 3 seconds in, man did a diagonal line into the ground, dude.
It's hard, man. Listen, the Jet is really difficult.
Bro, I busted out the protractor, like damn. Damn.
Yeah. So if that's the case, then never mind about that specifically, but there are some tweaks like bugs and things like that. I do want to see the larger scale maps. The philosophy they took with the beta is really interesting. They purposely chose the smaller maps ish just to test like how they would be, like different bugs, because I think that it's that they know how to make large scale maps generally, so they know that like what they make with those are really good. They wanted feedback on the smaller maps. I also think the smaller maps do have their place in the game. A lot of people are really angry about it. I think they were fine. I think they were fun, but I am very excited to see what else this game is like gonna produce and build and things like that, especially with the portal mode. I think that having played COD recently and playing this one, I definitely enjoyed this a bit more, simply because it was like it just felt really nice to be in a grounded shooter, if that makes sense, and like a shooter that's like more based on team play, and like you don't have to be the best person at FPSs to be good at this game, if that makes sense. You have to be good at being a team player, right?
Yeah, you could literally just be running around as a medic and just defibbing everybody,
right?
Exactly.
that was what we played, but mostly what we did. I think I don't think there's anything else that we can think of.
I really like the addition that they had, that like you can drag and revive.
Yes.
One that adds a lot to the thematic element of, you know, like a Saving Private Ryan, like I got you, buddy, you know, and you know. But it's funny because like I a couple times I would grab somebody and I'm like, I try to press forward and it's like you can only drag backwards. So I get to awkward moment like, buddy, I'm sorry, like you're gonna be stuck here for a second until the revive counter is done, and it's
Yep. And it seems like, so everyone basically is waiting for the other shoe to drop. Everyone really enjoyed the beta. Obviously there were some issues in terms of like certain things, but generally speaking, most people enjoyed the beta. Everyone is waiting for the other shoe to drop. Everyone is waiting for them to announce like horrible monetization or something before they like, I mean, a lot of people repurchased it already, but like most people or a lot of people are like, hey, like I don't know if I trust DICE to not mess this up, or EA rather to not mess this up kind of vibe. But like we'll see. I think actually what was a lot of fun was the vehicles, jumping in with everyone and just like getting together in one vehicle and like having a team of engineers just repair you, or being one of the engineers that's just repairing someone while everything's like flying over your head, felt really good, honestly. But yeah, it was overall I think a really good beta. I think the attitude that DICE is having with this is they're taking really good feedback. They're being proactive with like, hey, like these are the things we need to change. You know, which leads us kind of into our first story here, which is that let me see here. After the beta, they released like a community update, like an open beta debrief, and they kind of just talked about some of the changes they want to go over. And I'm not gonna lie, a lot of these changes that they're bringing are really good in my opinion. Did you get a chance to read this at all, or not really?
I remember I was seeing things on Twitter where people were upset about the movement changes coming to Battlefield, or I guess like removing movement tech, quote unquote.
Yes, right. Yeah. So we'll go down the list. I won't read everything, but essentially some of the weapon changes they're making are like, hey, we're gonna try to change the weapons so they feel different across the board. We want them to feel, you know, have a unique feel and improve range. We also want to make it to where they're gonna mess with the time to kill and time to death experiences, just because some people were complaining it's a bit too fast. Some people were complaining that you didn't really get a chance to kind of fight back. So that's a very valid, I think, critique. We'll see what they do with it. Hopefully they don't make it too long. But the weapons, I think, generally were not horrible, right? One of the bigger things that people were complaining about was the movement. Movement was interesting because obviously in any game like this, people are going to find a way to break the game and try to, you know, rip it open to do what they want to do. And this game specifically, Battlefield is not meant to be like a COD shooter, right? It's not meant to be like, oh, like let me like whip around and kill a bunch of people and like, you know, break people's ankles and stuff like that. Like you can still do it, but the game isn't meant to be played that way generally, right? And so it does. People were saying like, hey, we don't need another zoomer shooter. We need like a grounded shooter that's like more like, I don't know what the word is, but like
because it's not realistic. Like Battlefield is not like Arma realism, right? It's not like what's the other Tarkov realism? It's
right.
It's like pseudo grounded, right? It's the whole point is that you are on a battlefield with everybody else, right? Yep. So you're not an action hero, you're like a soldier. So that's like I think the intention that they're going with back with like making it similar to Battlefield 3 in like 4 and stuff, right? So I guess more movement oriented, like Call of Duty style, like movement and gun control is kind of takes away from that feeling.
Yep.
Because you want to be like part of the orchestra, not like the solo drummer kind of thing, right? You know, like I think to make those changes, I think like leans into that.
Oh, 1 second. Food is here. Yeah, I would agree with that take of the orchestra. It makes a lot of sense. And the changes they're making, it's not de-emphasizing like the solo play, at least for the movement specifically, but it's de-incentivizing playing like Call of Duty, right? So some examples they're changing are like momentum, especially horizontal speed carrying from a slide into a jump, has been reduced. Like there's a greater penalty for consecutive jumps, and you know, which I can see like is really nice, and that's like just indicative of like what they want Battlefield to be, the identity of it. We already got the quote earlier in the year of, you know, we don't want like Nicki Minaj skins in the game, you know. So that that idea is like really nice. I'm curious to see what else is gonna happen. It's really funny because like I saw a tweet where they talked about these changes and they saw like people crying about these movement changes, like the people who are like COD Zoomer shooters, and someone's like, bro, these kids yearn for Titanfall and they don't even know it. Like they don't know what they had. They didn't appreciate it when it was here, you know?
I mean, the closest they can get is just doing an Apex slide down a mine.
Right. You know, that's the thing. Like, there was a game to cater to these people or to this like desire, but you know.
I mean, I'll be honest. Okay, I'm gonna take a counterpoint real quick. Is that I think they don't want like a wall running because that might be too complicated. They just wanna turn a corner, jump, slide, and crouch. Like,
so you're saying the middle ground is what they're after?
Yeah, they want specifically like, oh, let me jump a corner and get a guy. Like, but jumping on a wall is like way too complicated, I think. Like, so I think that's what they like, because Titanfall is like Mirror's Edge kind of wall running, you know.
Well, there's also like floor speeds, but yeah. I see what you're saying. Like that that makes sense.
Yeah, like because anytime you talk to somebody about movement, it's specifically about the gunplay interaction. Like, oh, I'm about to engage in a fight. I need something to kind of you know, tweak the odds or whatever. Right. It's never about, oh, the moment-to-moment gameplay. How do I traverse between objectives? You know. I think that maybe that's what where some of it's falling in. Because I don't know, man. Because I think the new COD is also adding like new they're adding movement, like wall running and stuff. So
we're gonna get some new COD, bro.
If people like it, hey man, the ball's in.
That's the thing. They don't like it. I don't know if you've seen the trailer for COD, but we'll get to that when we get to the Gamescom news because it's crazy. Okay. Yeah, but yeah. So I don't know. I have not pre-ordered Battlefield yet, and I don't think I will because I'm waiting for the other shooter drop. But overall, like honestly, pretty solid showing, and I'm excited to see more. To be completely honest.
Hey, good games are good games.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Speaking of good games, what do you use to play your games?
You know, I'm out here, poor man on the 3090.
3090. Well, let me tell you,
because I'm playing, dude. I'm done playing Among Us, so I need someone else.
That's true. That's why he needs a PS5 Pro, boys. He needs. But you're in luck. I'm munching on a fry. Hold on.
This dude. Okay.
My bad. I forgot. Okay, we're good. Nvidia is cutting the prices of the 50 series cards, or allegedly going to cut the prices of some of them by the end of this month in August. So this is coming from let me see. It's reported by IGN, and we'll have the article in the thingy. But essentially, like, there's some leakers that people are saying that because of drop in sales, because of obviously just the way that these things are priced right now, no one is buying them at the rate that Nvidia would like, which is very fair. I did, but was that a smart move? Maybe not. Seeing as now they're dropping the price of the 50 series cards. By how much, we don't exactly know. But I am very curious to see like how bad these numbers must be for them to consider something like this so early, right? Because this is pretty early in the cycle, unless I'm wrong.
Yeah. Even considering all the tariff stuff, they go the opposite direction of decreasing the price is interesting. Like I think the big issue, honestly, is they have like such limited VRAM. So
yes,
like games nowadays require a lot more buffer space, like in memory to hold all the larger texture files and effects and all this stuff and extra frames and all the stuff that are being rendered. And it's they need a place to work, and the current 50 series has like half of the RAM that it's supposed to have.
Yep.
to the point that like it's getting dunked on by like previous cards in like the same class. If you remove like the DLSS 4 stuff, you know, where it's doing all the, that's like exclusive to the hardware. So it's not like raw performance that you're getting. There's a lot of like handicaps that are get it to this like golden number for performance.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know, man. I also their price points are way too high. It's gotten to the point where it's like the 80 series card is like what, like is like $1,000. Like that used to be a whole computer.
No, 5080 was like 1200.
50, bro. I
think.
Yeah, that's like you could build a whole computer then. You know?
Yeah, absolutely.
So,
and
I mean,
it's also like very clearly like this factors into the AI like stuff, but they very clearly focus their efforts on AI this generation, and whether that's good or bad kind of remains to be seen, in a sense that like, yes, a lot of games are dropping in frame gen, and yes, if you get one of these cards and you use frame gen, it helps a lot, right? But at the cost of VRAM, I don't know if it was worth it, type thing, you know? And so like we'll see what this might lead to in terms of people being, because I don't know if they're available either, right? Like, are they on the shelves and people aren't buying them? Because if that's the case, that's really bad, you know? But it seems like
right now.
That's a good point. Let's see.
I'm checking it right now.
See. I'll check Micro Center.
I can get one tomorrow right now.
Really?
Yeah, I can get. It says right here, available tomorrow, August 25th.
Wow. Let's see. 5080 Micro Center.
5090. Hit the 5090.
Oh.
Yeah, I
5080 I can get for 1,000. Interesting.
Yeah, hell yeah, $1,000, bro. Just mortgage your home real quick.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Yeah,
and then yeah,
wow.
5090s. I see them right here. I can get one tomorrow. I can get one with 2-day shipping.
Interesting. So they're not selling as much as they usually would be at this point in time. Damn,
yeah, bro. Back in the day, you had to get the freaking lotteries on Newegg, man.
I did. That's what I do for this one. For my 50 series, I had to like get the lottery. I had to get the app. I bought it from Newegg, all that stuff. Like, it was huge pain. But okay.
You could have just waited, bro.
Yeah, I know. Would you upgrade if you could? No.
Nah, I'm at a point where it's like I can play any game 1440p like max settings over 60 FPS. So that's fine, right? Like
okay, yeah, I respect it.
Like, cause technically it's like, okay, like I was playing some game and I was getting some frame drops, and I was like, let me just tweak the thing a little bit, and then, you know, it's fine. We're Gucci. Like, I don't need creme de la creme like experience. But if like once it's like starting to like actually like stutter and get bad, and it's like, all right, maybe we should. Maybe I would, but like, you know,
at the moment it's still good, so you don't need to.
Yeah. Honestly, that's part of the reason why I haven't upgraded my monitor, because I know if I get an ultra wide and it's like, okay, now I'm gonna start seeing the problems. If I get a 4K, okay, now it's gonna appear more. Let me just punch it in.
I honestly think that 1440p is the sweet spot personally.
Yeah.
Like 4K is nice, but I'm not sitting there like, oh, let me like, you know, like I don't need to be like super immersed to enjoy the game. I enjoy it enough, and like that's enough for me. Like, I'm able to play Forbidden West like on this 5080, dude. It looks amazing. Like, say what you will about the game like play. I don't know. I said it like the gameplay. The visual like look of the game is fantastic when you're able to like run it really well. It's really nice. It's optimized really well for PC. Like, they did a good job, and I'm actually really enjoying it. Like being able to explore that. I don't know if I would need to go 4K realistically, like especially like with the limited VRAM that I have on the 5080. I say limited, like it's more than enough, but still, you know what I'm saying, like conceptually, right? Don't know if I want to push that boundary. Okay, yeah, nice. Let's see where this goes. I had a friend who was interested in like building a card, and I told him, oh, like, hey, wait, because I heard they're gonna drop prices, and like here we go. So if you guys are trying to build a PC, like now may be the time to do it when they drop these prices, but obviously wait for that, because the prices right now are a little much. Do not buy 5090. It's outrageously expensive for what you're getting. So just, you know, see what you can afford and then go from there, I would say.
So it depends also on your monitor, man. You don't
Correct.
have to go.
Correct.
You don't have to go so hard in the paint.
Yep.
4K is a little
It's a bit much.
Yeah, you don't need 4K, bro.
Yep.
You like making me like 2.
2K13. Yeah. So next thing on the docket is the Gamescom news. Ahmed and I watched Gamescom, at least the first like 30 minutes of it together, and it was interesting because there was I don't know what I expected from this announcement or from these like from Gamescom, but we got some pretty solid like reveals and things like that. I'm just gonna go down the list, and if we want to jump in and talk about it, we can, right? So this is not in any particular order. We're going off the IGN list, but first one was Black Myth. Zong Kui is the next project from Black Myth Wukong creators. Looked neat. I kind of, when it popped up and it was like that gray like visual, I think a bunch of people were like, "Oh, it's Wukong," you know. I didn't play the first one, so I don't really have much to say about this one, but I'm sure that's like a big deal to people who did play the first one and enjoyed it. But what about you?
Didn't care much for it, to be frank.
Yeah, I also did not care for it, but good to see that they're able to make something else that will bring them success. Then we got some Resident Evil Requiem gameplay, or rather a story trailer. Looks cool, looks terrifying, looks horrifying. I am excited to play it and be scared. More Ghosts of Yotei, just like a tease. They actually revealed that Legends, the multiplayer mode, is coming in 2026, which is really sick. That was a really fun mode, honestly. Did you play Legends at all or no?
No, because I finished it on, I played it on PS4, the game, and then I think Legends came out on PS5.
Oh, really?
And then I think so. I feel like Legends came out later. It was after I played, and I didn't have it PS Plus, and I was like, let me just park the game. Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah, it's a fun mode. I played a bit of it, and I kind of want to play more now that this was announced, but I'm excited. Then we got World of Tanks, whatever. Then we got John Carpenter's Toxic Commando. I did not know what to expect of this one, but it's an 80s first-person co-op shooter. I don't think there was enough unique about this to really make me care about it, to be honest, but I don't know if you had a different take.
Nah, honestly, there was only a couple things that like kind of caught my eye from the show. I mean, I
Okay.
feel like the show was good, but like I didn't feel like I was like, oh, I need.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, so let me rephrase. Usually, Gamescom is like much lighter than Summer Game Show or E3. But I feel like in general the show was good. The part that one of the things that kind of surprised me was the Sekiro anime.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
One, because I thought they were doing an Elden Ring anime.
They're making an Elden Ring movie.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so but yeah, the Sekiro anime, the art style looks very interesting.
I did not like it.
It looks very hand drawn, I guess.
Yeah.
It's like, because okay, so I think modern anime has like solid black outlining around characters and things. This one looks like crosshatch like outlinings. I guess I don't know how to explain it. It looks very, I don't know. The shading felt a bit interesting as well.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if this needs an anime to like. I'm glad to see it. I'll probably watch it, but I'm just really confused as to why this one. And I don't know if I like the art style. I'll be honest. It to me, it looks too close to Ghibli. I don't know what it is, but the way that it's like showcased to me, I was like, okay, that's a really interesting look. It's like close enough to Ghibli to where it's like it feels like Ghibli, but it's so far removed from Ghibli in terms of like the animation style. I'm like, okay, but it's not. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So I get what you're saying, because it like, you know, there were some accusations of this being AI'd.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, and then the studio had to come out and be like, no, dude, it's not AI. One of the interesting things was like okay. I think this is what makes it a little bit difficult for me, or why I said crosshatched outlining, because the outlining is like not smooth. It's super jaggedy.
It's like hand drawn.
Yeah. It's literally like Like I don't I have a feeling they didn't even use Procreate or like some software for this.
The thing,
This
yeah,
looks like some Disney style, like Disney animation. Like
they got a guy
not that it
flipping the
looks
paper
Disney-
back and forth like Captain Underpants, and you're
Yeah,
doing
yeah,
a little.
yeah. Exactly. They're doing a flip book animation with
Yeah.
this, it feels.
The thing is, I really respect the art style. Like, I don't want to say the art style is bad. It's just for me, it seems a little off, and I don't know if I like it yet. But maybe I just have to see more. You know?
Yeah, it doesn't look like other animes.
Correct.
It is animated, and it looks like I think it's gonna be in Japanese.
Yeah, I would hope so. Right? Because that's.
Yeah. I mean, I think the game setting is also in like Japan-esque. It's not really Japan proper, but like.
Yeah.
You're basically a samurai, and you're going up. Is it pagodas and stuff?
Yeah. I'm just confused as to why this game. Again, like it could be really good. I'm just surprised. You know.
Yeah, it's probably because the story is more straightforward. How do you go with Bloodborne and like, oh my god, Eldritch horror and vampires and werewolves
true.
and
well, they released a
Dark
Bloodborne
Souls.
comic series, which was actually really good. And it told the story of like a hunter on like every comic is different, but it was like a fun like series. So again, I'm not against this, but I feel like out of all the From Software properties, I would have loved to see like a Dark Souls anthology type stuff. You know, like that would have been sick.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, like you have have an episode of each person, like one episode's like patches.
Yeah, exactly. That'd be so fun. Havel,
Solaire.
like Solaire, yeah. But regardless, I will watch it. I'm just I need to see more before I can say like, oh, this is great.
Yep.
Then we had Project Spectrum. Don't really, it's a game by, don't know if it says here, but yeah, it's a PvP VE psychological horror game. Seems like a lot, but we'll see how that goes. Everwind, Minecraft Lite, Cult of the Lamb, Woolhaven DLC trailer. I might try this out. I haven't really tried Cult of the Lamb since I beat it the first time because I felt it was a little light on content, but this might make me jump back into it. A World of Warcraft expansion, Age of Empires 4 for PS5, Survival Adventure Enshrouded Wake of Water update announced. I don't know, sure. Cinder City, which is it's an MMO. I don't know if I care about that, to be honest. La Divina Commedia, which is a like third-person action adventure game. Looks all right. Moonlighter 2, they announced the official early access release date. I probably won't pick this up in early access. I'm just gonna wait for it to finish because there are certain games that I'll play in early access like Hades, but other than that, I don't really feel drawn to Moonlighter 2 in that same way. Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 gets a Forge update. In Zoe Island Getaway DLC trailer. Ninja Gaiden 4 story trailer. I thought this game was already out, to be completely honest. I've seen so many trailers for this game at this point. Let's see. Then we have Outer Worlds 2 New Companions. Okay, this one I wanted to talk about a little bit because I don't know how I feel about it. Like I feel like it's trying very hard to be like, look, we're funny and different. I don't know if you got that same vibe from this trailer, but
from the trailer, I didn't get it. I mean, like they got what's his face, dude from the Sonic VA. Ben Schwartz.
Ben Schwartz.
He's like very like.
Well, he was in the last one too. In the last trailers for Outer Worlds.
They're leaning into like, oh we're a corporation, kind of thing.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I mean, I didn't get like the ick or something from it. Like, did you?
I didn't
get a bad
ick.
vibe. Or...
I didn't get a bad vibe. It's just like, I feel like the game. I think it's more so because I know, or I'm more informed about what's happening over at Xbox and all this stuff, and how, like they were like, it's gonna be $80, and then they're like, oh, actually we're pulling it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like the game, with everything happening around it, it just kind of brings the mood of the game down for me, I think. So I'm like, all right, I'm definitely not buying this. I'm gonna play it on Game Pass and like that's it. I just wonder. I think what it is it looks too close to Starfield for me to be like, oh, this is gonna be good, because Starfield was a huge disappointment.
Yeah, yeah.
You know?
This is probably one of the ones where you have to wait for people to kind of like just find out and report back. Because I see what you're saying. It's like the first game I think you'd mentioned before was like very front loaded.
Yep.
And given the Starfield like is like in proximity in terms of just general like blind aesthetic.
Yep.
Like, oh, you're in space and you're playing this like first person, third person RPG that has like these similar elements. Like I can see where you're like, okay, let's just like, I don't know, subconsciously probably something's there. But
I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we'll see. I mean, I don't know if I hate this game. I don't think I do, right? But I just don't have like I gotta play it, you know? Then we had a Chronos New Dawn stuff, new look at Silent Hill F, which looks freaky. I'm not playing that game. I'm gonna be honest with you. That game looks too scary. But it looks cool. Just I don't know if it's my thing. Then we had a Delta Force console launch, Fortnite X Squid Game, which is very topical.
They made it finally.
Yeah, there you go. Here it is.
I mean, I'm just gonna say, bro, you could have been playing this on Roblox.
Well,
you could have just been there, man.
I don't know if anybody wants to be near Roblox right now, brother, but we'll get there. Then we had Unbeatable, which is like a 2D like rhythm game. Looks cool. Time Takers gameplay, which is NCSoft's is basically this game looks so bad. Oh, this is the one with the knight being teleported to the future, playing like some competitive event or whatever. Do you remember that trailer?
Look at this again.
Yeah, dude, let me pull this up without the sound because I don't like it. Just
I think
it's like an arena, like
okay, it's like bootleg finals.
Yeah, kind of, right? And I saw that we were watching together, and I think we both were just like, ugh, like what? I don't know what it is. This trailer just did not do a good job of like enticing me into it. It really looked like let's just throw everything into this one game and like it'll capture like everyone in the audience type thing, you know? I don't know. I don't know if I want to be involved.
Okay, I remember this. Okay,
yeah.
This had something to the mechanic of this was like the more kills you get or the more objectives you do, you get more time. But they didn't explain what happens when the time was done. Is it just like you die or something? I don't know.
Yeah. It's weird. There's a Steam playtest coming, but I don't know. This game looks really weird, dude. Honestly, like
time is currency. Survival is the cost. Okay,
it's like all right, buddy.
Anyway.
The Darkest File. Oh yeah, go for it.
You know, I was gonna say because like there's like this is like along with other trends of games where it doesn't have a distinct art style. Like the finals looks realistic, but you can tell there's like a visual style that the game's aiming for.
Yep.
I feel like this one is like it's just realistic, sort of, with colors and stuff. I don't know. There needs to be more emphasis on art style.
Yeah, I think the blending of everything, like of like a knight in this like futuristic like space, and I'm not against that idea, but it's like, oh, there's a knight and there's like a musketeer and there's like a future convict. It's like, what is going on? You know, like this looked like the game that when the person in the movie is playing, their kid is playing video games in the background. Hey, turn it off. We gotta get to school. He's like, I gotta get to the next level, Dad. You can't. You know, like that was the vibe I got when I watched this trailer. But it could be good. I don't want to write this game off, obviously, but I don't know if I ever want to touch this, to be honest. It just looks weird. Then we had Darkest Files, which is more Papers, Please, essentially, where you're doing the same thing but against Nazis.
Document checker for and conspiracy, and you have to let the right people in and not, you know.
Yep. Then we had Neverness to Everness, terrible name. Then we had Death by Scrolling, which is like a combination of like, it's a roguelike where the game is like constantly moving upwards. It's giving Vampire Survivors, yeah. Looks interesting. It's made by Ron Gilbert, who made Monkey Island and Maniac Mansion. So I don't know if I ever played. I think I played Monkey Island when I was very young, but I might keep an eye out on it. But it looked like a lot going on. I don't know if that's my thing and my kind of roguelike, if that makes sense. Then we had Zero Parades, which was a tactical CRPG developed by the Disco Elysium guys. Looks really cool. Whether that will capture the same vibe as Disco Elysium or the same kind of gameplay, we'll see, because most of everyone who worked on Disco Elysium has left the company, so we'll find out. And then we got a Silksong release date confirmed for 2025. And then they said, hey, we have an announcement 2 days later, which we'll talk about in like a second. Bubsy 4D new game reveal, and then a Battlestar Galactica game revealed. Outlaws remaster, He-Man beat 'em up, Absalom, which is a roguelike beat 'em up, Sword of Legends, which is a Chinese myth third-person action RPG game. It's a new Wukong-esque type game. And then this one was Valor Mortis, which is these guys made Ghost Runner, and it is essentially a French soldier who comes back to life and he has to fight like monsters and stuff. So, yeah,
dude. Okay,
what's up?
The tagline that I keep hearing about this, and apparently this is how the developers are talking about this. Mm-hmm. They're saying it's a first-person Souls-like. And I don't know why just calling out a Souls-like. I don't know, man. I'm just tired.
Please.
Just, like I understand like remixing and stuff, but it's like everything is Souls-like now.
Yep.
Where it's like I don't know. Before you would just call them a hack and slash.
Yep.
And then if you have hack and slash with a combo meter, then you're DMC. And you're Devil May Cry.
Yeah, that's true.
I don't know. I feel like I can appreciate that they're trying something different, but low key, dude. If first person, okay, am I crazy to say that Dishonored combat is first person Souls like?
Yes.
You can parry, you can shoot a gun, you got some magic. And
it's not the same. I get what you're getting at, but I'm being you know,
overly generic, but
yeah,
I don't know.
I feel like the term is thrown around a bit much, and it's like, all right, like what do you mean by Souls like?
Skyrim is a first person Souls like.
I mean, technically, right? But
it drains my soul.
Yeah. And then we got Call of Duty Black Ops 7 reveal trailer. We can touch on this briefly because we talked about it a little bit earlier about it being a Zoomer game, but they revealed this, and I think we both were like, what is going on? Like, what is the story here? All this stuff. Lo and behold, the trailer dropped on YouTube, and obviously this is not indicative of like how many people will buy it and all this stuff. It's a very vocal minority, I guess, but it's got 53k likes and 378,000 dislikes. And the top comment is from a COD player, thank you for making it easy to choose BF6. Top comment is, this actually made me pre-order Battlefield 6. I am so shocked that this got such a negative reception, honestly. I didn't like it, but
I think it looks like modern or advanced warfare. I don't know. One of the calls, I keep forgetting. One of them had jetpacks, and the other one had wall running. And then they're like, "Oh, we hate him." I don't like.
Infinite Warfare had those, I think.
Yeah, I don't know. People just, whatever, bro. They're gonna say this and they're gonna buy it. So.
Yeah, so I'm gonna wait till the actual game comes out before I am like, oh, you know. But it's just kind of funny to see like such a negative reaction on it. I'm very curious to see what's gonna happen with this one specifically, but we won't know until it's out. Lords of the Fallen 2, and this one was okay. Lego Batman Legacy of the Dark Knight, bro. We were watching this trailer. If you haven't seen this trailer, go watch it. First off, but we were watching this trailer, and Ahmed was like, "Bro, this is just an Arkham game. That's crazy." Or like, what did you say? You said something like, "Imagine if they drop Arkham."
I was just because like we saw like some Batman stuff, and I was like, brother, I was like, what if they just do an Arkham game right now? And then low key, it ended up looking like an Arkham game. And like, okay, and then it's like, oh, like this might be better than whatever Rocksteady can make right now. So
yeah. This looks cool. I will probably buy this. It looks really fun. It looks like it's doing a lot, and Yeah, it looks like fun. I don't know if you had the same thoughts, but
Yeah, it looked cute, and I guess it might be interesting to see them go through different scenarios. I was joking. I was like, oh, because this is supposed to be like a legacy going through all of Batman game, movie, media. Like you get to experience
yes.
everything, and I was like, oh, that's so crazy. Given that it's a Lego game, how are they gonna handle the Killing Joke? Like, oh, Barbara stubbed her toe and she can't
Yeah.
walk.
Yeah.
Yeah, oh, that's crazy.
I'm so excited for
We
this.
took a picture together on the beach. Oh no.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Looks cool. I am excited. Then we had Road Kings, truck driving sim. Neat. Monster Hunter Wilds and Final Fantasy 14 crossover. Yeah, not surprised. I mean, they've done this stuff before. Warhammer 40k, Dawn of War 4, and then Onimusha first look, or another. Sorry, not first look. Another look. Looks kind of cool. I've never played an Onimusha game, so I might get
From
into
the
it.
trailer, it had very unique enemy designs. Were show like
Yes, it did.
like I think not just like mechanically, but like the way it looked.
Yeah, the way it moved too was also kind of cool, right?
Yeah.
Arknights Enfeld, it's another Genshin game. Europa Universalis 5. Fallout Season 2 trailer was there. Looks good. I'm excited for it. And, I don't know if there's anything else to say about that one.
Yeah.
Voidbreaker, early access trailer, which I downloaded on Game Pass. I just haven't played it yet. Indiana Jones and the Great Circle DLC and Nintendo Switch 2 announcement as well. World of Tanks 2.0, Daemon X Machina, Sekiro that we talked about. Yeah, those are all the Gamescom opening night announcements. I don't think there was anything else specifically. Do you have anything else from Gamescom opening night before we go on to the next story? Nice. Okay. So then that leads us to the next story, which is Silksong is real. Oh my god, dude. It was crazy. So they dropped the trailer at Gamescom. Hey, it's coming this year. And then they said, hey, 2 days on the 21st, we're gonna have our own announcement on YouTube. So they showed like a full trailer of like more Hollow Knight stuff, Silksong stuff, and they said they dropped the date, which is September 4th. In light of that, a lot of other indie developers and a lot of other AAA developers are delaying the release of their game, basically saying like, we don't want to compete with a phenomenon of that scale, which is very fair, right? And then Jason Schreier released an article about Silksong about like, hey, why did it take so long to release this? And straight up, they were just like, hey, we were having fun making it, and like that's it.
Sorry, wait, what did you say?
They said that they were having fun making the game. That's why it took them so long to release it.
Oh, I feel like I don't know, man. That has to be.
Is it a cop-out answer? Maybe, probably.
Yeah, we love our job so much. I don't. That's because you're telling me you replayed your game that much, man. It was that fun.
They pulled the Phil Spencer's like, I couldn't put this game down because I was having so much fun with it. Hey, fire that whole team that built that.
Yeah, it's interesting that it's actually coming out. Like, unless they have like some crazy boss fight, because like my understanding, this is not to say this. I hate to be that guy, but it's like a Souls-like Metrovania type of where it's the bosses are difficult, I guess, right?
Yes.
Unless they have a very unique.
They have the death run. I think that's like the big Souls-like thing as well. They have the death run that you have to run up and get your stuff too. Yeah, I am so surprised. Oh, right, not surprised. I'm glad it's here. It can leave the circle of games that are never getting announced.
Yeah, it's funny because like on Twitter, there's like a picture of like Sisyphus in the boulder. He's at the top of the peak, and he's like, okay, now what?
Yeah.
Like, yeah, everybody's been waiting for this. That they're and.
Yep.
Yeah. Do you think Microsoft had something to do with it? Because they were like, hey,
in what sense? Like
this is gonna be playable on the Xbox ROG Ally X, whatever.
Oh.
And so do you think they're like, I don't know, like what else would provoke them to? Because I mean, that being said, it's gonna be on Game Pass, and I think they're like part of the publishing. Maybe they just realize, because I've heard that Microsoft literally for indie devs will just like like front the bill for for like development of indie games. They'll be like, oh hey, how much did it cost you to like so far? They're like, oh, it cost us like 2 million. They're like, okay, here's 2 million. Just let us put on Game Pass or something.
They'll buy copies of the game is what it is. They'll say, okay, how many?
So I've heard the copies of the game thing, but I've also heard that like from another developer that they're like, oh, they're like, hey, how much does your game cost? And here you go, blank check, or like just we're gonna give you back the funding. So like they're like, oh fuck, well, damn, let's release it. Maybe that's what it was.
Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, it looks cool. I will probably play it. I actually downloaded what's it called? Hollow Knight to play and give it another shot and see what it's about, to be honest. Yeah. And then cool. Anything more about Silksong?
Not my type of game, so I'm just here to witness the can Microsoft talk to Sony about Bloodborne, bro? Get that shit out of here, man.
Yeah, that's the next one on the list. It's about persistence, brother. It's about persistence.
Damn.
So this next story, kind of wild, to be honest. Riot Games, League of Legends maker, will release like video updates of like, hey, this is what's coming, the new patches, this is what we're trying to do. And Drew Levin, who is and this is in the video, but he summarized it. He is a product and strategy at Riot Games and League of Legends. He said, one of our big projects for the rest of the year is killing smurfing and alt account abuse. We're going after account selling and sharing, boosting and dual boosting starting in patch 2518, with more to come later this year. Legit alts are safe. And he further went on to say, what smurfing means to us, people who try to trick our skill evaluation and matchmaking systems to get into lobbies that they don't belong in. This includes buying accounts that other people have played on. If you make an alt to off-roll and play it yourself, it's our job to place you. As part of this broader effort, we're going to ban a bunch of accounts that have been commercially bottled /leveled or commercially botted /leveled /sold /shared. We see the work of improving game quality as a systemic issue that we have to solve systemically. This is another part of that. Like, that's crazy. Honestly, I'm shocked that this is coming out of Riot, because they make a lot of money, right, on skin sales on these alts.
I mean, I don't know, because if you're buying an alt, are you gonna buy more skins? Like imagine you have a main account that you have a bunch of skins on. Are you gonna go and get a second account and get skins again?
People do. Yeah, people do it all the time.
Damn. Okay.
Yeah, it's like a thing.
But I think from their perspective, it's like, okay, if people are leaving the game because they're frustrated with bots with not bots with smurfs.
Yep.
Because like I imagine like you're trying to learn the game and you just get steamrolled, and like you're not incentivized to get back in the game. So
yeah,
I can see them like trying to improve the health of the game from that aspect. Like League also is like has one of the largest player bases and has spent so much on like player psychology.
Yes.
So they probably have like their honor reward system and how they ban people like has actually been studied in like how they can reinforce better behavior. Like someone it's been studied and like they've spent so much money on it. So they probably notice like, okay, like they must have some data points that imply, hey, if you clean up the player pool of to be less redundant and that to prevent people from abusing the system, then you would see better returns. So I don't know, it's
yes, dude, yes, you're right. I think, however, I think also like for the health of any game, doing something like this is at the end of it incredibly beneficial. Because like you said, if you jump into a game new and you're gonna get steamrolled, then what's the point, right? Or if you're gonna jump into a game new and it's full of bots who are leveling the account, why, right? Like, why play, you know? I think this is a sign that Riot Games and like League of Legends specifically is on not its deathbed, not close, but I'm saying like they're like, hey, our numbers are dwindling, we need to like get experimental with how we change things up, right? And this is like one of those things, and I think this is a good move. I wonder how it will work in terms of like just the efficiency of it. How do they tell, hey, this is an alt, like a legit alt, this is like a, you know, bannable thing, this is like a fake one. I saw this news and I heard like the stream of tens of millions of people who like do this for a living. Someone posted, is like, hey, like I level alts for my income, like what am I supposed to do? And someone sent like a job application to like McDonald's to this guy. I don't know, what, you want to jump back into League of Legends because of this?
That was funny. My wife told me that you should play League because I was
No.
I was telling her that I need to find, because after playing a bunch of single player games and like it's a bit dry, I was like, do I replay games or okay, actually sub no. I've been spending way too much time. Like my new hobby is collecting perfumes. And I was like, you know, I think I've been doing it because I don't have a dopamine outlet. And she's like, and I mentioned, I was like, well, I usually play competitive games, but I haven't played in a while. She said, well, why don't you go play League? So, hey, man, maybe that's what I'm supposed to do.
Or maybe it's time for Deadlock.
Hey, man, I'll play if you play.
I'm downloading it.
This liar, liar. He said he wasn't gonna play it.
I am downloading it right now. Dude, I saw some of those update stuff and I was like, oh, this looks good.
Yeah.
So
they added a new character called Doorman. Like
yep.
He's like the lobby, you know, like the lobby doorman from before hotel.
Yeah.
And so he's one of his alts is, or one of his powers is he can do portals.
That's what did it for me. The portal tech. I was like, oh man, all right, I gotta try this out. Like in a, oof. But yeah, so I wonder if this is gonna affect like Riot's bottom line. I'm sure it will, but like that's kind of cool, you know, to see that they're like, hey, we care about the health of this game, we need to like update it. I'm not gonna go back. I'm sure it's still horribly toxic, but I think it will also increase the ranking of players in like higher ranks, because if the people who have also are forced to play the game in the accounts that they like actually have, you know, like their proper alt account, then you're gonna see like an influx of people moving up the ranks, because they're like, hey, like you gotta play your actual game and like not on this alt with easier people, you know.
Yeah, I mean, we'll see how it goes. Maybe other people might, because also it's a tough thing to do. Like, is it like a specifically IP banning, or I don't know, how do they track it? I'm most interested to see how they track it.
Yep, we shall see what's gonna happen. Just like we're gonna see what will happen with Nintendo after they said, hey, we hate charity. Did you see this news?
I'm not surprised. I can already imagine. They
really
said, don't play our game on stream. Is that what happened?
No, kind of. They basically said there's a speedrunning charity called RTA in Japan, and what ends up happening is basically people jump into a bunch of games and they speedrun it, and all the money raised goes to Doctors Without Borders. And then Nintendo games would actually found out, like the organizers found out that they're not allowed to include Nintendo games in their lineup, and they explained why to the community. And they basically said that like Nintendo back in June informed them that as a legal entity they would have to ask for permission in advance if they wanted to feature any of Nintendo's games at the event. What's more is that Nintendo stated that all previous instances of Nintendo games being streamed for the event are now considered unauthorized use. So they basically said, you need our permission to do it. Which, I mean, dude, that's like villain shit in my opinion. But I don't know. I'm not surprised to see Nintendo being like, hey, nah, you know?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I mean, because again, it kind of goes back to, I think, what it means to, not, how do I say this? Like ownership in, not of IPs is different in countries. But I mean, it's just crazy that they're like, bro, actually, you can't do this because we own it.
Yep.
Yeah.
I am so like, dude, Nintendo, come on, dog. But you know, like, it is what it is. There's plenty of other games to play, and I think that the RTA event will be fine, but it's just a little sad that it's in this state, you know?
That is true.
Yeah.
I mean, how about just play a different game?
Yeah. Like what? Should they play some of Sony's new live service stuff that's going on?
Yeah, bro. Those games are gonna be around forever, right?
Yeah. Well,
it's a live service.
According to,
it's not a dead service.
Well, you know, you'd be surprised. The CEO, Lin Tao, CFO, admitted that the live service portion of Sony's strategy is not going well, right?
What the heck?
Yeah, like surprise, surprise, all these things that are happening, Concord and the games that were canceled, a lot of them being live service, they're slowly realizing, hey, maybe live service is not the way to go, you know? And here we are, obviously, live service is like hella falling apart. We have a couple stories here because I think they're all like kind of the same vibe, if that makes sense, like the same kind of story. In light of that, like you know, Bungie, let me make sure I have this right here, Bungie is going to lose its independence and it's going to be fully acquired by Sony and say like, hey, you guys are done. You're going to be under our umbrella. You're going to listen to what we say. And like your leadership has failed to like deliver results that we wanted. We've acquired you. That's it. You know, because the contract that they originally were purchased under, they said like, hey, you can retain your independence so long as you'll release like these good games for us. And of course, none of that occurred. Destiny, you know, has been losing players every launch or every expansion, and like Marathon obviously had the huge fumble with like the assets. So now Sony's stepping in to say, nope, this is it. We are going to be helping you run the ship.
This is what happens, man.
What do you mean?
This is what happens when you get rid of Last of Us faction.
Oh, I was not expecting that. I'm gonna be honest with you. I was like, oh, where's he going with this? Oh.
I'm still salty, bro. It's I don't know what Sony expected, to be honest, man, when they bought Bungie, because they're Bethesda, at least you have different sub teams and they have different IPs. Man, here you just have like literally 2 IPs. Like Halo's it's not Bungie's thing, so they just have Marathon.
Yeah, they did not have Halo when they were purchased. So
yeah. So I don't know what Sony was smoking when they made that purchase.
Yeah.
But now they're gonna I don't know, man. They're gonna go make the next next third-person game.
Next Bungo live shooter, live service shooter. The CEO, Pete Parsons, this is the guy who purchased a bunch of like really nice cars with his bonuses and then laid off like, you know, a bunch of workers from Bungie. People are like, what the hell? Like the amount of cars that you purchased alone could have funded these workers and things like that. He's leaving Bungie as well because he's like, hey, I think it's time to pass the torch. Everyone's like, shut up. You burned the building down with that torch and now you're giving it to someone else. Like,
guys, you don't understand. This is a very ceremonial position.
This is a hard job, dude. You don't get it. It's just really bad because like if Marathon drops and it sucks, I really wonder what Bungie will be like forced to make next, right?
Because it sounds like they say they wanted to make this game, but I don't know, man. It's like it's too streamlined from my understanding to be a good game. Like I think it was Shroud that was talking about it, that it's like you need games to be mechanically complex.
Yep.
Just so that there's like a level of depth to it, because if it hands you the game hands you everything on a silver platter, then you're like, well, why do I need to do like anything, like any thinking? I'll just do the meta. But like if you have a game that's a bit more obscure, then it's like, okay, there's a bit more player freedom. So
yeah, it's just really goofy that, like you said, they think that this was a good purchase, or they thought that was it initially. I think they're obviously sorely regretting their purchase now. Because I'm also sure that like when they purchased Destiny, they asked them or Bungie like, hey, like what are some good live service techniques that we can implement in our other games? And then when the other games failed, they were like, hey, wait a minute, hold on, what is this? You know?
Yeah.
But maybe it's not over for Sony. Maybe Sony will recover by increasing their PS5 prices and attempting to, you know, attempting to make money off of that to recoup their losses, I would say.
Yeah.
Basically what's happening is that PS5 is going to be increasing their prices across the board due to tariffs. PlayStation 5 will be $549.99, PS5 Digital Edition will be $499.99, and then PS5 Pro will be $749.99. That's...
See, this is exactly why I was boy mathing, girl mathing, getting the Pro, man. I knew this was gonna happen, and now if I want, it's gonna be $50 more. Is it 50? I think $50 more. I think to get the Pro, bro. This is the only time in history. It's been 5 years. It's a better deal to get it day one. Usually it gets cheaper.
Yeah. I think what's happening is that they are feeling the tariffs as well.
Yeah.
So, man, I feel like, I don't know. Like at this point, Xbox has also raised their prices, so not surprised to see this. But at the end of the day, like, I don't know if they expect people to actually go in on this, right? Especially with Ghost of Yotei and things like that coming out. Like, I don't know, maybe GTA 6 will be like the one where it's like, okay, well now I gotta, right? I wonder if prices will ever come back down. What do you think?
Later, probably not now, to be honest. I'm guessing. 'Cause I feel like now it's like it's too late. I think because like we're probably gonna be closer to like what next console generation.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
and probably I like to pull politics in here. You probably have to wait until next administration as well. Like, because I don't think the tariffs are just gonna stop in the middle. You know?
Yeah.
It's it's like year one or year two, and it actually year one, and they just got off flight. So I don't know.
Yeah, and the thing is, like, you won't know. Like, the thing is, like, again, like you were saying, the political stuff. It's no one knows what's gonna happen, like in the next month, right? So they could drop the price and then increase it again. So yeah, I would agree with you that at this point, I think we're kind of sold on this idea of too high of a console price, and now we're like, all right, we gotta figure out what to do next. I don't know. Maybe it's good to have a PS5 now. I can sell it for more money, but yeah.
I mean, we have a bunch of friends that did that with their like Xbox, right? Like Xbox Series X. Like
yes.
They got it, and then they were able to trade it for like $420.69.
Yeah, that's actually.
Then, well, I mean, they didn't make money, but like it's more than
they covered their Switch too, for example.
Yeah.
You know, which totally makes sense. But then, yeah, I wonder if like this brings them closer to like, hey, we need to break the Bloodborne box open. Like, break it open. We need to sell this now, right? I hope so.
Hey, man, by any means necessary.
For those who come after, they gotta do everything they can. Yeah, and so we'll see, I guess. But the last story we have for today is talking about Roblox. Ahmed, are you a peruser of Roblox?
No, sir.
Okay, good.
I'm not.
Because I would have had to report you to the authorities if so. Roblox is being sued by a couple of states in the United States. One, Louisiana, and I think North Carolina as well. Let me make sure this is correct. I know Louisiana for sure. And the reason is because here's a statement. There is no age minimum and requirement to verify age or parental permission once you sign up. Users can easily say they're they are younger or older than their actual age, allowing child predators to pose as children and for children to bypass any age requirement. Once registered, users have access to millions of games such as sports, role-playing, naval, fashion, and comedy. Other games have existed on the platform, including Escape to SP's Island, Diddy Party, and Public Bathroom Simulator Vibe are not as innocent. These games and others are filled with sexually explicit material and simulated sexual activity, such as, some pretty bad stuff. I won't read the last one because it's pretty intense, but not suffice to say, like, I feel like this has been a long time coming. Like, whenever you hear about Roblox, it's always like, hey, like, there's like weird people on there, right? You see a bunch of clips online, you've seen stories, like apparently a girl was lured out of her house on Roblox, like in real life. And she was kidnapped and all this stuff. Like, they found her, but like, obviously, like, it's a horrifying thing to like even hear that happened, right? And if the platform that's causing all this is not regulated in any sense, then like, of course you're gonna get sued, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then apparently the CEO was like, no, it's not that bad. Like, he actually leaned into the idea a couple days ago, where he's like, oh, I think we should lean into like Roblox being like an online dating platform for like people who are old enough. And then this news came out and people were like, brother, what is wrong with you? I don't know, what do you think? What are your thoughts?
Okay, that last quote is kind of crazy.
Yeah,
because I was gonna say, like, this reminds me a bit of like Gmod on Steam. Like, I think the only difference is Gmod, like, is what, like, if it was on tablets, it would be, kids probably wouldn't be playing Roblox. Like, I feel like because you could have any, like, okay, so I guess I'll say two things. One is that, like, in the difference between that and Roblox and Gmod is that Roblox, I guess you can make any style of game.
Yep.
So like, it's a lot more flexible. But I feel like equally as weird stuff has been on the internet with, like, in Gmod, I think this just has to be like, this is the newer place to be, and plus it's on tablets and stuff, so it's like easier access.
Yep.
There
but
are
also, like, Steam has like age verification things, right? Like, generally speaking.
No, okay, so Roblox had this thing that they were talking about like a couple weeks ago, that you have to verify your face to,
yeah,
like,
we talked about this. Yeah.
do that. So like, there is a way to, like, that they are trying to do something. I'm not trying to defend this guy. Like, I think this just happens to be, like, this could have been any other game. Like I guess the only difference of, like, it not being Fortnite, because Fortnite, like, I guess restricts how creative you can get. But
yeah,
like in terms of like people doing like map editors and stuff like that. So that's why I brought up the Gmod.
Yeah.
Kind of comparison, because Gmod is, like, I guess, the closest thing, or Minecraft maybe, right? Where like, you can go in, but Minecraft you have to pay, I guess.
Well,
to own the game.
I would also argue that Minecraft does not, like, I think it's the issue here. The difference is that Minecraft and Gmod don't allow like crazy, like, weird sexually explicit content like Roblox does. Like, Roblox allows anything under the sun, whereas the other games have like a limit. They have like a rule set of like, hey, you can't do this kind of game, or like if your server gets found, it's gonna get banned. I don't know if do you have the article up?
I have it. Yeah.
Okay, if you find the quote and then you see like the last thing I didn't read, like, it's pretty bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I get, like, I guess, like, I'm thinking, like, is that an issue of like a moderation thing, or just like that's like the current place to be? That's maybe my thought process, because I don't know.
What do you mean? Like, you're saying,
like, because so like my assumption is that like my take is that like Roblox just happens to be the place where everybody is like there could have been another meeting ground type of location. Like if this didn't exist, would VR chat be the next place to be? Would or would it be like, I'm saying hypothetical, right?
Yeah.
Like, it just so happened that like this is the one that like has like the accumulated the mass amount of
maybe
like children and people.
Yeah.
Right.
I see what you're saying, and I don't want to like disregard your point, or like say it's like because it does make sense, but I think the difference here is that Roblox is, one, they just boasted like record-breaking numbers of profit, right?
Yeah.
And then two, I think it's the lack of like any moderation at all, because like like obviously any game's gonna have weirdos online, but the fact that Roblox is geared towards children, marketed towards children, and there's no moderation on these things, that's like the bigger issue. It's like, what do you like? You can't have it both ways. You know, you can't be the most popular platform for children and not have any moderation. You know, and I think also it's the fact that Roblox continuously has stories of like, hey, like this person met on Roblox and it's like they're like, you know, like a pedophile and all this stuff, and they like, you know, all these things. And you every couple of months I would say that there's a pretty bad stories that come out about Roblox about like, hey, like this happened on Roblox, I met on Roblox, you know. One of my younger siblings was playing Roblox, and like I told him like, hey, like you can't play it. Like I straight up told my dad like, hey, don't let him play it, like all this stuff. And my dad didn't necessarily understand at the time, and then when I explained it to him and talked about this stuff to him, he's like, oh, like I didn't realize like once parents know what is available on Roblox, you know, they will not let their kids on it, I would argue, you know. Because you can do all the, like, you can try to monitor all under the sun as much as you can, but kids are smart. They're gonna find a way to get around those things, and like they're gonna be lured into places where it's like not appropriate for them to be in, you know.
So I was looking at it. It looks like Roblox does have moderation, and a lot of people are saying it's bad. And then I'm reading reading blog posts from Roblox saying like, oh, we're like, I don't know how recent this is, but they're like, okay, we're gonna launch like AI to do moderation. Okay, July 2025. Yeah, so like, because like if you have like 43 million players across like you're talking about like it's like in a more social place, because like it's not like as like this isn't like it's not a game with a direction, right? It's not like you're not playing a war zone, right, where it's like, okay, the game's done and you can leave. This like I think it's more like a social hub kind of thing that you can play some experiences with people. So it makes sense that like you can't, people are going to be around each other for longer, and you can't you have to find ways to kind of monitor people. But like it's funny because I'm seeing people like I'm seeing people like, oh, I got banned for saying woohoo, I got banned for saying hi.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah, I don't know, it's it seems like very hit or miss. I don't know, but
yeah, I
like, if anything, it's good that there's like such a light being drawn on this, so that like, hey, people can like take into consideration moving forward instead of them like it's like now like other games are like, okay, we need to add things so that we're not like Roblox or get into the same like,
I think the difference here, I think the bigger issue, not the big issue, but I think a reason that this is also getting like a lot of light, besides the stuff I said earlier, is because I don't think I've ever seen an online game or lobby that has such like explicit content as Roblox, like this article is pointing out, you know. I think generally if you find a lobby like that and you report it, it's gonna get banned. Like there's no way it stays up in a you know. But the fact that you can easily get to those in Roblox and it's not banned, and it's like you can bypass age verification pretty easily, which you could technically do in all other instances, but you know, I think it's the assumption that like Roblox is generally for kids, and like the fact that this kind of content is just allowed on the platform is what's like really scary, you know. I think that's why this one's getting a lot more like noise pointed at it too, right?
Makes sense.
Yeah. But yeah, we'll see what this goes. I don't know if there's going to be any updates with regarding this one, but if there is, we will let you guys know. Other than that, do you have any closing remarks or anything like that for the people?
No.
Nice.
Drink water.
Yes, I agree. Drink water. Have a good time.
Otherwise, you're gonna get pimples. You don't drink water to get pimples, and it's annoying.
Is that true?
When you're like, yeah.
Oh, did not know that. Well, the more you know. Yeah, so thank you guys for listening. Appreciate it. You could find us on TikTok at Bytes Podcast and on YouTube as well. Other than that, have a good one.